Welcome back. Well, flat for the markets at this point. The mid-cap index holding up with a gain of around 1%. Let's get chatting with Mr. Motilal Oswal, the CMD of Motilal Oswal Financial Services, who now joins in to discuss the fundamentals of the market. Hi, sir. Thank you very much for joining in. So there's been quite a steep fall that we've seen and a lot of nervousness that we've seen post the geopolitical tensions yesterday. Your sense, do you think that this is a good opportunity to buy, and is it right for the markets to be nervous at this point?
Yeah, yesterday we saw a good fall because any sudden development happens in the market. Of course, market really takes some kind of beating, but with the picture getting clear and the reaction coming from the other side is really not at all scary. The markets are holding out. I think from the investor's perspective, I would say it's a good opportunity to buy at lower levels. Although in short term, you don't know what's going to happen. But I think medium to long term, I would say that I feel proud as an Indian. The kind of response we have given to the terrorist, that message will go far, far long. And I think that shows the courage and commitment, and it strengthens our country from that perspective.
Mr. Oswal, the way the market fell yesterday, I remember speaking with you, 15 days back, Prashant here, and you sounded very confident, bullish, right?
Yeah, hi, Prashant.
So, but does it, yesterday's fall, does it also expose some chinks in the armor in that sense? Because, the way stocks fell so easily, 8, 10, 12%, especially in the mid-cap, small-cap space. How is what is the market structure right now like? How is positioning? What is leverage in the system? Just run us through some of the details.
Prashant, when you see some kind of serious kind of development happen, it was like a small war kind of situation yesterday in the market because suddenly the information just came in, and when that point of time you see the buyers completely withdraw, and with a smaller volume you can see some kind of correction. So it happens especially when the markets have gone up in past couple of months, and always small mid cap will always be kind of more volatile than the large cap. So that's the nature of the market. That gives beautiful opportunity for the values, I think, who are looking at the stocks and the sector from longer term perspective. The stock market in short term always will remain volatile.
Right, Mr. Oswal, but you have a bird's eye view, right? You're holding this conference, you have some 600 partners coming to that conference. So you have this bird's eye view across franchises of Motilal Oswal. What is really the retail leverage, HNI level leverage in the system? Could you give us some idea about that? How leveraged is this market?
It's not very high leverage, Prashant, from the investor's perspective, because we always encourage long-term buying for deliveries. So in our distributors, in our franchisees and sub-brokers, the buying levels are not high and leverage positions are very less. I can see the enthusiasm coming from, I think, across the country. We have about people coming from 100 cities, and they are sitting here and listening to all the kind of sessions without any kind of concern in their mind, because the small entrepreneurs always have limited kind of bandwidth to handle this kind of developments in the market. But I don't see any kind of sign of worry as far as they are concerned.
What's your expectation from the RBI this time, the new policy itself, commentary, as well as maybe what the markets factored in from it already?
I would say that there's a good possibility for a 25 bips cut, and it doesn't matter whether it comes now or in December, but we are definitely set for a lower interest rate scenario. All the indicators since the last cut, I would say, are far more favorable than when it was last. So I am quite hopeful.
Quite hopeful. Mr. Oswal, thank you very much, sir. Good speaking with you. It's always a pleasure. Good luck with that conference. We wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, that's a wrap here on this edition of Trading Hour as well. Completely out of time. Stay tuned. Halftime report is up next.